and welcome to the Charismatic Voice. This week we'll be talking about the bass. So if you're looking for another voice type, check out my other videos.
Because you know I'm all about that bass, no trouble.
The bass is the lowest voice type, and their range goes from about E2 until F4. However, I would suggest talking with basses about their lower range because that can hugely vary. I have actually heard men sing a full octave below the standard bass range. Basses most often portray characters that are profoundly evil. We're talking about assassins, the devil, someone who's very conniving, or a mass murderer. They also often portray noblemen, like royalty or people that are in high positions. And basses are often found playing supporting roles, like a judge or an old guy or a comic character. Some examples of well-known bass roles include Mephistopheles, the devil from Faust; Osmin, the villain from The Abduction from the Seraglio. Mozart also wrote some other famous bass roles like Zarastro from The Magic Flute or the Commendatore from Don Giovanni. Both King Philip II and the Grand Inquisitor in Don Carlo are basses. There are a number of Russian operas with bass roles, like Prince Gremin from Eugene Onegin. Bluebeard in Bluebeard's Castle is a bass. And in musical theater, Joe from Showboat, the guy that sings Old Man River, he's a bass.
He must know something, but don't say nothing. He just keeps rolling. He keeps on rolling along.
The bass voice isn't just used for singing villains, it's also used for speaking villains, like the iconic Darth Vader, played by James Earl Jones.
What is it, General?
My lord, the fleet has moved out of light speed. Comscan has detected an energy field protecting an area of the sixth planet of the Hoth system. The field is strong enough to deflect any bombardment.
The rebels are alerted to our presence. Admiral Oswald came out of light speed too close to the system.
He felt surprised, was wiser.
He is as clumsy as he is stupid. General, prepare your troops for a surface attack.
Yes, my lord.
And you also often hear basses in movie trailers or commercials.
Ho, ho, ho.
Green Giant.
Some famous operatic basses include Ferruccio Furlanetto, Cesare Siepi, Enzio Pinza, Samuel Ramey. Josh Turner is a great example of a bass in country music, and Barry White is a great example of a bass in popular music. Now let's talk a little bit about what this voice is great for and maybe not the best at. Obviously, basses are great at singing low notes, so write them low notes. The bass voice tends to be easy to pick out because it's singing on the absolute lowest part of the ensemble. And basses also have a very distinct and stately sound. Scientific studies show that a lower male voice is perceived as being both stronger and more authoritative. Now, when you think of a bass, people don't usually think of someone that's particularly joyful or cheerful or bubbly. These are the people that often play wise men, venerated leaders, or villains. So I suppose your bass could be overjoyed at success of an evil plan, but usually basses just aren't the happy-go-lucky ones. I've now covered 8 main types of classical voice, and in the next few weeks I'm going to be talking about vocal hygiene, vocal technique, and doing a few interviews. So if you'd like to learn more, ask me questions below or hit subscribe.